Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It is Nikki here. So today I have this lilac shimmery eye tutorial. We've gone start to finish. So from no makeup to this makeup. I'm also using new products or products that I've not touched upon in a few months, just so you guys have got something different. I wanted to share some different base makeup with you as well, and then we've of course gone with these beautiful princessy lilac eyes. If you guys want to see how I created this makeup look, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, this is me in all my glory. To start this makeup look off, I'm going to be using the Glossier. This is the Future Dew Oil Serum Hybrid. I actually love this underneath foundation because it makes it look super dewy, really natural, really glossy if you like that look, and it hydrates at the same time. So I'm going to take a couple of pumps of this bad boy and then massage this all over the face and neck area. So I hope you guys can see on camera how beautiful this little glow is. My skin feels really nice and hydrated. It's not got an oily finish, but it does have a residue finish because it doesn't absorb completely into the skin, which I like. Next, I'm going to move in to foundation. We're going to be using a Fenty Beauty. Is this the tinted? This is the Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation. And I've got shades 310 and 330 to mix together. Now, I know I've tried this foundation in the past and I found it a little bit on the thicker side. So I'm going to mix my NARS Orgasm Liquid Illuminator drops in. This is going to make it super dewy, but it's also going to thin the mixture down. So when I apply it on to the face, it's not like a thick coverage. You guys know I don't like my foundation to be super thick and like paint. So I'm going to mix these together and then I'm going to pop them onto the skin. And I'm just going to use my beauty blender just to bounce this all over the face. Okay guys, with the Pro Filter Hydrating Fenty Beauty foundation, I'd say it's definitely more of kind of like a date night evening foundation for me, just because it's a little bit more on the thick side. You guys know I like my foundations like water. I like the ones that like really just kind of absorb in and you kind of can't see the foundation sitting on the skin. They're the ones that I like. So this one's definitely made my skin look super airbrushed. It looks really smooth, but it's just a little bit more of an evening kind of foundation for me. Next, I'm going to move in to concealer. The foundation has already done an amazing job at my under eyes. Like if I was going to do no makeup or a really natural one, I wouldn't do any concealer now. But we want to go a little bit glam. So I'm going to be using the new, this is the Beauty Blender Bounce Airbrush Liquid Whip Concealer, which I'm really excited to use. I've got shades 4.05 W Tan Pecan and 3.65N Tan Neutral. So one of them's highlight, one of them's kind of just like a corrector. I'm going to use them both at the same time because it kind of kills two birds with one stone, and we'll go in the areas that I usually do, which is just underneath my eyes with both shades, and then I'll use the highlighter down at the center, and then I'll blend this out just to create a really nice airbrushed full coverage sort of canvas. Okay guys, we might have just found our new favorite concealer. Big statement to make, but it looks super flawless. It's got really good coverage, like insane coverage. You guys know I love good coverage for concealer. I mean, look at it. It looks flawless. I love it. So next we're going to move on to bronzing. I'm actually going to use another concealer. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. It's another favorite of mine. It's literally amazing. It's honestly amazing. If you haven't got it, you need it in your life. But I'm going to use the shade Spiced Rum. I've actually never used this shade before. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use it as like a bronzer. So we're going to only use a tiny bit because this is super pigmented. And just dot it in the areas that we want it. And then just give us a little bit of warmth and a little bit of definition to our face. Okay, I'm loving my base makeup already. If you've been watching me for a while or you're an OG on my channel, then you know that base makeup is like where my heart is at. I love trying new foundations, new concealers. When I find a concealer that I love, just like the Beauty Blender one, I get so happy, and I love to share that with you guys. So I might not necessarily do like loads of different kind of colored looks or rainbow looks, but I love to share with you new base products. And I feel like with someone of my colored skin, it can be difficult as well. It's difficult to find like the right shade that just works, you know. Anyway, still sticking with base, we're going to use the Technic Matte Mega Blush. This is really inexpensive and I love this quad. It's got beautiful pink shades. I'm having trouble having long nails. It's so difficult to open these palettes. But I'm just going to take the coral and mix it with the pinks. And then I'm going to pop this on my cheeks and on my nose as well to get that kind of like romantic, innocent, flirty look. Now that that is on, and you guys know I love a lot of blusher. It's only recently that I started wearing blusher in the recent months, and I feel like blusher adds such a different dimension to your face. It makes you look fresh, it makes you look alive. I just love it, and I like to overload on it as well. Now I'm going to quickly pop on brows. You guys know I'm going to use Benefit Precisely My Brow in shade 4 and 24-hour brow setter. Let me go ahead and fill in my brows real quick because they haven't changed. The day that I change doing them or use different products, I will definitely let you know. But for now, these brow products are just my holy grail, and I haven't found anything better. So I'm just going to quickly go ahead and fill them in. Okay, now that brows are on, let's move in to a little bit of powder. Now, powder completely depends on your personal preference. If you like matte or if you like dewy. I prefer more of a dewy. Sometimes actually I do like a matte all over. But what I'm going to do today is, because the foundation to me looks more like a satin matte, like there's not a lot of dew for my liking, I'm going to use my Too Faced. This is the Peach Perfect Translucent Mattifying Loose Setting Powder, and I'm just going to mattify underneath my eyes just to make sure that there is no creasing there. And then I might just do a little bit down the sides of my nose as well. Okay, for eyes, let's do a little bit of colour, but let's keep it soft, natural. So I'm actually going to be using the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette. And let's start off just with the neutral transition colour. I'm going to go in to Calmer, and we're going to pop this straight in to the crease. Now that we've got a cute transition, just soft and smoky, on a daily I'd probably just leave my eyes like this, stick some lashes on, and we'll be good to go. But I want to do a pop of colour, so I'm going to use another Huda palette. This is the Neon Pink palette. I'm going to take that center purple shade. Usually when I do purple, I'll do a matte purple, like a lilac, but this kind of shimmery shade is really screaming out to me. So I'm going to take that and then pop this all over the lid. I don't know why I've not worn this colour on my lids before, because it's stunning. It's good if you want to do like a pop of colour or a pop of lilac, but it not being too strong. It's so pretty. I'm then going to take that purple in the palette and then just buff that through the crease, just to make sure that it's not looking too blocky and it kind of all blends nicely. I'm going to take what was just left on my brush, and we're just going to brush underneath our lower lash line. That is what we had the transition colour on, just to create a little bit of a smoke. Just to take that lilac up to the next level, I'm going to go back into my retrograde, and I'm going to take the shade Supermoon, which actually looks very white, but I'm just going to apply it into the inner corner area just to kind of open the eye out and brighten it, and also sharpen that lilac a little bit too. Okay, now that we've got the pop of colour on and I really like it, I'm going to add a little bit of a wing, just using my Glossier Pro tip. Let's just add a small wing. This is more so not for the wing, but just when I put lashes on, it's going to be easier to put them on. So we're going to chuck that on. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of mascara using the Maybelline Lash Sensational. We're going to add a few coats and then we're going to apply lashes. And now for lashes, I'm going to try the Huda Beauty, sorry, there's a lot of Huda in here. The Huda Lengthy Lashes. They're supposed to look more like eyelash extensions. So I'm going to try them and pop these bad boys on, just because I want the lilac to still shine through. Now that lashes are on, I'm going to add a little bit of mascara, just a light layer on my bottom lashes. I'm going to move straight on to lips. I found recently that I don't actually do highlight. I feel like when I tan, I've got a natural dew to my skin anyway, so I feel like I don't need to add that extra highlight. And I think I'm over it. I go through phases where I'm over it and then I love it and then I'm over it. So I'm going to move straight on to lips. We're going to do a little bit of lip balm. Look how cute these little lip balms are. I'm going to add a little bit of lip balm because my lips are extra crusty before I go ahead and line them. Now I'm going to line my lips with my LA Colors lip liner in chocolate. You guys know I love this lip liner. It's just a brand that I use with kind of like everything all the time. So I'm just going to line my lips. Now for a little bit of colour, I want it to be a little bit pinky to go with the lilac. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Peach Puff Diffused Matte Lip Colour in the shade Day Drinking. Oh, I love this shade, and I love how it's a puff and it kind of is very lightweight. There's not like, I hate like thick things on my lips, like thick lip gloss, thick matte lipstick. I don't like that crusty feeling. This is more just like a stain. So we're going to chuck this bad boy on. Oh my god, this smells so nice. This has got a tiny bit of pink to it, which I like. It's kind of like a lilac undertone, which is really good, but it's more of a nude. So we are going to go over with the gloss, and I feel like the reason, you guys know I love gloss, but I feel like the reason why I love gloss as well is because my lips often feel chapped, and I get really self-conscious in matte lipstick that my lips look super severely chapped. So we always chuck on a gloss. I'm going to use Fenty's Fussy. And then on top of that, I'm going to use a little bit of confetti because it's got them lilac undertones in, which is going to complement the eye. So we're going to pop this in the center. And then last but not least, I'm going to use my Revolution Superfruit Replenishing Essence Spray and just spritz all over the skin. And that, guys, is it for this soft lilac look. I absolutely love it. I think it's really girly, princessy. I think it'd be super beautiful if you were wearing lilac and you wanted the touch of lilac on your eye, but it's not like crazy. It's not like a block color, and it doesn't shout at you either. It's like a hint of lilac, which I really, really like. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you want me to do some more colored looks where they're kind of softer color looks, where if you're not used to wearing loads of color, you can make them wearable for your everyday sort of glam? Let me know down below. Also follow me on Instagram because I upload there every single day, and I feel like that's why I've been a little bit more quiet on YouTube. I upload a video every single day on Instagram, and they're different looks. They're skincare, they are nails, I've got hair, I've got everything on there. So if you want to keep up to date with me, you can keep up to date with me on my stories, where I upload literally every 2 hours. So follow me there down below. I also have a food Instagram, which I need to update, but I'll leave that down below in case you're looking for some healthy, not even healthy, just recipes, some good loving recipes down below as well. And that is it. I love you guys so very much, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.